stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, body, young. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro. I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk. I went quiet on him.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Giants. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second down, Love. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. The open man is Westbrook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will finally be taken down, but not before he gets it to the Colts 18. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley, 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brings up 2nd down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Throwing, Prescott. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. But now it's third down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got
On third down, it's Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
They start on the ground with Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, it's Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot. And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
under 10, 10.
And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action now, Prescott. And he completes it to Westbrook. And all the way down to the 29. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal Shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Colts nothing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Barkley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards and a giant first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's our time. It's our time. Where's 52? Hey, kill. 47.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Throw left side complete. It's Yates. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Colts on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Pushing him away.
Popped it right out there.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Prescott now gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Rush in. Rush in. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. We're going to 53.
They'll run with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Tighten up. Pull it together. No. Check that. Hey, kill. Let's pick it up. It's outside, guys.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. From the red zone now, Prescott. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Makes the score.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
It's 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Love from the gun on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First down, going to the air with Love. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
To number 18.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, Love to pass. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Complete.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Took nearly the entire first half, but a first red zone opportunity for him here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. To the air again, Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Second and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Going back to Love. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's third down. And 8 yards to go.
7th play in the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Again, it's Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 13.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He's tackled.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
You better be afraid of me. Check. Lucky.
They'll go to Barkley again. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1. It's often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check.
On the run, it's Barkley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the 3rd.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. Now it's the backup Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown.
Brandon McManus lining up for the extra point.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The throw over the middle taken in, and way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 10th carry now for Elliott. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Steps away to his left. He'll get this one to Pittman. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And he had time there. I mean, you give any quarterback that length of time, he'll make you pay.
It just puts way too much stress on guys trying to cover downfield because, as you said, you don't have much time in the pocket. He can scan the field, find the open person. That's exactly what happened there. And what was the end result again?
Touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
4 down. Check. By 52.
Prescott. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hey, Mike 52, and 47. No, check that. We want Mike 52, right?
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Darnold completes it, and all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14.
Score Giants 20, Colts 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Saquon Barkley.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Third down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. First down, Prescott gets this out to Saquon Barkley, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Getting this into the hands of Turner. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
First and 10.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
46. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go, defense.
Now Prescott. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to run it with Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Keeps the score Giants 26. Colts.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drop.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete.
A big play there. 81 yards. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
Prescott's pass.
It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And 2.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. We're going to 54, right here.
To the air again, Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And this will be incomplete. Intended physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Darnold from the gun. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down.
Complete to Michael.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Darnold. Forced out to his left. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now Darnold. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Giants' 22-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, and it's 3rd and short.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Darnold. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. His pass caught at the 4. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Tonight's final.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Giants, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at